From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
Mostly clear skies, light winds, and dry air mean that temperatures will continue to drop. We'll drop on down into the 40s tonight, but not really getting out of the 40s. I think we're going to stop into the low to mid 40s across the area with mostly clear skies toward daybreak. Here's how the overnight lows break down across the area: between 40 and 43 over southern middle Tennessee. Can't rule out a stray isolated 39 in those sheltered valleys, but that's not going to be a widespread thing. Low to mid 40s over northwest Alabama and northeast Mississippi. Expecting mostly clear skies, but there may be some isolated patchy areas of fog near the Tennessee River, both in northwest Alabama, northeast Mississippi, and up in Hardin County, Tennessee, but I'm not expecting widespread or major impacts from that. Just be aware if you have to travel out during the early morning. And then plenty of sunshine, breezy southwest winds, gusting as high as 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. We're going to get to the mid-70s tomorrow, between 73 and 76 out there, a couple degrees warmer than what many of us have had for today. But then we get back to cooler weather. There'll be a cold front coming in late overnight tomorrow night into Thursday morning. No big weather impacts from that in terms of rain or storms, just the slightest chance of a stray shower. And then back to cooler weather. Clouds will be a little slow to clear Thursday, keeping us in the upper 50s to near 60, but we see some sunshine by the afternoon. Southerly winds swing back as we hit Friday into Saturday. It gets us back into the 60s. A secondary dry cold front comes in on Sunday. That gets us back to the upper 50s for one more day. And then we're warming again back into the 60s, if not 70s, going into next week. Here's the temperature trend going forward. Warm tomorrow, feeling more like an early April day out there with mid-70s. And then we're cooler for the rest of the week and the weekend, but back to seasonable weather. Nothing Arctic-oriented or anything like that. Warming going toward the middle of next week, and that may be associated with the weather system. We'll have to watch for showers and thunderstorms. So I have low pressure pulling out across northern Arkansas or Missouri into the Ohio Valley with a jet stream nearby. So it looks like an active setup. Now, I can't tell you whether storms next week in the Tuesday or Wednesday time frame will be severe or not when the system comes through. It's too far out. Details we just don't know yet. We need to figure those out first. But the overall basic pattern recognition is one that usually at least supports the idea of maybe watching out for stronger thunderstorms. So we will do that, but it's not a guarantee we're going to have severe weather by any means. But keep in mind, next week is the first full week of March. That means we're heading into the spring portion of our tornado season here. This is the most normal thing in the world to have a situation like this next week, this time of year in this part of the country. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to have a tornado threat next week, but we will be watching the system carefully. There's not the first reason in the world to be scared of it or to panic or to be alarmed. Just pay attention. We will be tracking it through the rest of the week and the weekend. We will update the forecast accordingly, and should it look more likely that severe storms will be a threat on the board, we will certainly let you know with plenty of time to prepare in advance. But even if this system didn't exist on the board, we're heading into the spring part of the tornado season, which is the heart of it here in the Tennessee Valley. So you need to be going through your safety plans anyway and make sure you have multiple reliable ways of hearing warnings, even if this system next week wasn't even on the board at all. It's that time of year where it's time to start getting prepared. We'll watch it, but no reason to be worried. We'll just take it one day at a time as we get closer. In the meantime, quiet tonight, mostly clear skies, dropping on through the 40s toward the lower part of the 40s toward daybreak. As we begin our Wednesday morning, and plenty of sunshine for tomorrow. Windy conditions with gusty winds out of the southwest by the afternoon, around 20 miles per hour. Daytime highs in the mid-70s. Slight chance of a stray shower or two late overnight in toward daybreak on Thursday. Partial clearing by the afternoon. Temperatures a bit cooler, but back to seasonable standards as we head through the rest of the weekend. Slight chance of rain on Monday. Then we'll watch for the possibility of thunderstorms next Tuesday and the Wednesday. Again, no reason to be worried about it, but we'll watch it very carefully. Daytime highs going up back into the 60s, if not the 70s, going into next week. That's Look Your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be filling in for Ben Luna tomorrow morning. I'll be here at 4 a.m. with your Wake Up Weather forecast.